How is everybody doing? It's your main man, Zach, and today I'm going to be discussing why Mike Barnes is not Miguel's father. So it's going to be a very quick and simple video. Let's get into it. So first of all, I feel like the writers would have planned this right from the very beginning, and they would have left more hints as to why Mike Barnes is Miguel's father. For one, they'd have maybe had a faded picture of something like Snakes and Dennis, like a slight ripped picture of anything that resembles Mike Barnes, or something that he was into. Another thing is that when Carmen says, I had to get far away from my husband when I learned the truth about what he did for a living, and he was a very bad man, she would have dropped some kind of hint like he knew how to fight, because karate still would have obviously been a big part of his life, because if it wasn't, he wouldn't be returning in season 5. It's all about karate, and if he didn't know anything about karate, it'd be completely irrelevant. So I don't know why people think that Mike Barnes is Miguel's father. Another thing is, you can't just have everyone being everybody's father, because that means that every single person from the Karate Kid is directly related to everyone in Cobra Kai, and that just isn't true, because in the next Karate Kid, that whoever that girl was, Julie Pierce, she was not related to Daniel. They mentioned Daniel, but she wasn't Daniel's daughter, especially because it wasn't enough time passed, and she wasn't Daniel's sister or cousin or anything in that way as far as we know. Also, in the cover art that you see of Mike Barnes, like the pictures of Mike Barnes being in season 5, I'll check if there's more when I'm editing, but as far as I see, there's nothing that hints he's in Mexico, and why would he hop on a plane and go back to the valley? Also, it's most likely that when he lost the tournament in Karate Kid Part 3, he would have just gone back to Cleveland, Ohio, where he came from, and not hung around the valley. There's no reason for him to decide to move to a complete different country. There's a lot of poverty in Ecuador as well, so I don't see why he would risk that rather than just stay in America, where he probably has parents and a house to live in. It's just that he didn't get 20% of the dojos. What I believe, though, which could be interesting, is that Terry Silver might say, you finished the job, but this time we finish it, and the offer still stands. So maybe Mike Barnes will be offered a share of 25% or 50% of all the dojos, all the money made from the dojos, if he manages to get Daniel out of the valley, gets him to close down, and have Cobra Kai reign supreme. I think that'd be very interesting, and that would be a more reasonable prediction for Mike Barnes. And if anyone was his father, I wouldn't even necessarily say that it was going to be something like Tori. A lot of people think that Mike Barnes may be Tori's father, and the actor also has teased this, but I just get the impression we're never going to meet Tori's father, and that he's probably just never going to show up. We mentioned the old once just for context as to where she gets everything from, but I would definitely season 5 like to see more of Tori's backstory and why she became like she is, because we just hear about the tough break she had in life about getting fired from the restaurant, or her mother getting fired from a restaurant because the food was going to get thrown away anyway, and that's it really. So I would like to see that. Another person who I thought had a connection to Mike Barnes from the start was Kyla. And I'm not saying that Kyla is Mike Barnes' son, but what I am saying is that when Kyla got Johnny in a headlock, when they were fighting outside of that I don't know what it's called, the strip mall place where they wanted to buy beer and they got like their cover got blown because of Miguel, he said to Johnny, what's the matter, having trouble breathing? Which is very similar to what Mike Barnes said to Daniel when they were fighting in the tournament in Karate Kid Part 3, when he said, so I believe that maybe there's some connection to Kyla there. It could just be that they decided to throw that in as an Easter egg as well, just like the Mike thing, that season 1 of Cobra Kai, when Johnny gets fired from his job and he says,
you better pay me what you owe me, Mike. Mike? So
there may be no connection at all. But that's just a quick video. I just wanted to say I don't think that Mike Barnes is Miguel's father, and that we'll either meet Miguel's father or we'll just hear about him and that he's gone and he's not there, he can't be there right now. And a lot of people speculate that he's going to have his own dojo in Mexico. So that's why some people may think that Mike Barnes is his father, that he moved to Mexico to set up a fighting dojo. But I just feel like there's a lot to be said about Miguel. I'm hoping we learn a lot more about Miguel's father and where he came from in the scenes in Mexico, and I can't wait because it is now less than a month, so we just got to sit tight. Let me know if you're looking forward to the new season of Cobra Kai like I am. Let me know who you think Mike Barnes' son is or children is, if he's related to anyone. Is it Tori, is it Kyla, is it some random character like Rickenberger or Red secretly, or is Mike Barnes just going to be the character that returned from Karate Kid Part 3, and like Chosen, he's just going to have no children, be single, and really not have much relevance to the Cobra Kai family. That's it. It's been your main Zach. I'll be hopefully putting out some more shorts this week, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Cause it's heads you win and tails I lose.
You never wanna listen but you wanna speak views.
Cause it's heads you win and tails I lose.
I'm always overworking but I'm paid no dues.